Hi, good evening, and welcome to the e-guides for instructional design presentation by Team Chicas Tech. Here are our team members: Julia Tamez, project manager; Monica Munoz is developer of content; and Patricia Gonzalez as our subject matter expert. Our potential client profile is of Corpus Christi ISD, a district here in South Texas. They have an in-house instructional technology department and has recently started creating their own instructional guides. We are using a flexible ADDIE model, which, if you notice, has multiple iteration abilities. And the in-house instructional design team is what also accommodates the process of being able to revisit the evaluation process. Here we have our performance gap analysis, where we see that 40% of our gap is in the lack of resources available and knowledge and skill, with a small portion of our project purpose being affected by motivation of our participants. Our purpose in this project is to design an e-guide that will help teachers plan effective instruction in which K-12 content can be delivered for educators and for our scholars to interact with as well. You'll notice that in our project, our school district is in need of proper training for our teachers to properly implement the new instructional guides, and our stakeholders, although it's the full district, it does include our educators, ITAs, paraprofessionals, as well as our students that we teach as well. Here's a list of our instructional goals, which we've also bolded the verb of what we are trying to accomplish as we go through this process. Specifically, you'll notice that proper technology integration is the main goal, in addition to understanding how to effectively use the instructional guides. We will be using a blended learning model, which, if you're not familiar with it, it involves online and face-to-face instruction with a hands-on and independent study as our instructional strategy. And our instructional motivational strategies, we really want our teachers to realize that they are working towards preparing a meaningful lesson with their scholars. Scholars are going to learn more than just memorizing if our participants can learn how to properly integrate technology using these e-guides. Our learner audience profile consists of 70% of the teachers in our district, and our levels of experience varies from new to experienced, and also multiple levels of technology proficiency. There is very limited proficiency with their prior experience using instructional guides, since it is something new to the district. 30 to 100 teachers are affected daily, and the goal is to train the trainer and then have campus-based training. Our participants are generally motivated to attend, and they readily have access to the tools they need to accomplish their learning. Again, returning to our selected mode of delivery, it will be a blended learning environment as well as an online environment, just in case there are new faculty and staff that were not able to attend the original training. And you'll notice that we have a long list of resources that will definitely help to make this a successful training. We anticipate that the costs are roughly $12,700, and one of the reasons for a lower end of the scale value is because we are anticipating that the in-house instructional technology department would have employees such as ourselves designing this whole project, so it wouldn't be additional income. It's already income that they're being paid. The entire design and analysis, the entire ADDIE process should take 2 to 3 months, with the actual training for the teachers to take place 3 weeks before full implementation. We're hoping that the final approval will come from the superintendent of schools. And you'll notice at the top we have it set to where blended learning and online learning are the best methods of applying the training. The instructional systems model that we have selected, again, it allows for continual iterations of the evaluation phase, and that way we can get continuous feedback and improvement in the learning process. Here's some information as we go through the ADDIE process. Real quick, our return on investment summary. We're estimating that currently the district spends over $300,000 on training their teachers outside of the district, sending them to conventions and conferences, which involve travel expenses and the need of substitute teachers. With the proper implementation of e-guides and teachers having these instructional guides available to them from here on forward, most of the development that's needed should be covered utilizing resources as they get changed and introduced to the district. And so you'll notice that on our ROI table, we estimated that the difference between the current expense and renewal costs, such as buying new software, buying new equipment, that there's a $230,000 savings, and we have a 1,811% benefit. Now, here's an example as well of the level 1 evaluation that we created for this particular project. And if you were to click this QR code or access the link, it would take you to the form that we've created for this project as well. This slide is created just as a supplement to the list where we have our resources present in more detail. And if you have any other questions about our project, here is our contact information. Thank you.